This is the story of Judah, whose line will be kingly, the kingly line among the tribes of Israel. And it came to pass at the time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Adullamite, whose name was Hirah. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went into her. Genesis 38, 1 and 2. He went down to do business with a certain Adullamite. When he got down there, he saw this Canaanite woman, and he had an affair with her. She conceived and bare a son, and called his name And Judah certainly had erred. He had sinned. And he erred. And Ger. And she conceived again. No,
it's not Ger, it's
And she conceived again and bare a son, and called his name Onan. And she yet conceived again and bare a son, and called his name Shelah. Shelah, Shelah. Is that Sheila or Shelah? Sheila sounds like a girl, so Shelah. And he was at Chezib when she bare him. Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. Genesis 38, 4 through 6. This is the first appearance of Tamar. She gets into the genealogy of Christ this way. Now look at this family. It's just loaded with sin. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. And Judah said to Onan, go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass when he went into his brother's wife that he spilled it on the ground, lest that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he did displeased the Lord. Wherefore he slew him also. Genesis 38, 7 through 10. Now this reminds us of the present hour when there's so much emphasis on sex. Then said Judah to Tamar his daughter-in-law, remain a widow at thy father's house till Shelah my son be grown. He said, let's pre-adventure he die also, as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. Genesis 38, 11. It was custom of that day that when a man died, his brother was to marry his widow. Onan refused to do it, and he was smitten with death. Now Judah has another son who's growing up, and he tells his daughter-in-law to follow the custom of returning to her father's house until the younger son is ready for marriage.
And so that concludes Gee's commentary on verses 1 through 11. Now let's look at Chuck Smith's commentary on verses 1 through 11. The father, he gets a dowry, and and in this case, Judah is living with this girl. Instead of marrying her. They're 8 miles from Hebron in Chezib, and Judah, an ancestor of Jesus Christ, was not in the plan, or this woman, Schwab.
Charles Schwab.
The vowels are reversed. Schwab. In Truth of God, less to concentrate names, and so Canaanite names. The first two sons were Canaanite names, or the last two were Canaanite names. I'm sorry, and that meant that she had a strong influence on Judah. Around for Tamar for Er. It does not tell wickedness or how God killed him, God did not want the son of Shuah in the line of Christ either. He didn't want her, and he didn't want her son. The obligation next was the next oldest son takes the wife, and the name after the, and it's supposed to be named after the dead son if they have a son. And so this is after the law of Hammurabi. It's not because of as birth, and so it's not because that he attempted to interruptus conceptuous. That's Latin for it. In other words, he tried to create birth control.
Oh, I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, we don't have these. Jay Vernon doesn't read these verses. He omits them. And so you may want to read along with us so you can pick up what the Jay Vernon doesn't read. And so they're named after these are used against masturbation. These verses, it's not the reason God slew him. The Bible is silent on that practice, and we should remain silent, he says, on that practice.
Okay.
What he killed him for was rebellion against God's law, and God slew him. The Bible is silent, and we must remain silent. Okay, he said that. Each couple can judge for themselves, and God did not intend sex just for reproduction, for he also instituted for pleasure as well.
That's true.
In context, not a argument, as men has used it for. So it's not this is not to be taken where that you can say that it's wrong to use birth control or to masturbate. It's best to remain silent on those two things. No children in Sunday evening services. That's why he doesn't allow kids in the Sunday evening services. Is I don't know what they did on the radio whenever he talked about this stuff. And so he was a little wrong. And if two died with Tamar, he sent her home and forgot about her. In other words, she killed two of his sons. He didn't want to give her
Go
another
back to your daddy's house.
Go back to your dad's house and let me forget about you before you kill another one of my sons. And so that's the situation we leave Tamar in.
Oh my!
And that